A very good morning and welcome to this morning edition of Yes 101's Visual Radio. Bringing you the news, I'm Hashini Pathirana. Let's start off with a look at your headlines.
News First headline.
Sri Lanka to re-engage with private creditors imminently, sources say. Education Ministry calls a security plan amid union actions. New Chief of Staff assumes duties at Army headquarters. In your international headlines, sailors head home months after Baltimore bridge crash. And in your sports, it's cricket. India seals semi-final spot as Rohit Sharma inspires crunch win over Australia. And now your news in detail. Formal negotiations between Sri Lankan authorities and international private creditors on over $12 billion in bonds are set to resume imminently after a group of bondholders signed non-disclosure agreements late last week, three sources told Reuters on Monday. Now, the resumption of the talks comes days after the International Monetary Fund Board approved a $336 million installment of the IMF's $2.9 billion program. About $1 billion has already been dispersed. Now, a representative of the bondholders did not immediately respond to a request for comment. In more local stories, due to ongoing trade union actions, the Ministry of Education has urgently requested the Secretary of Defence to swiftly devise a comprehensive security plan for schools and colleges. In an official communication signed by the Ministry's Secretary, the proposal outlines plans to deploy civil security services for nighttime school patrols and to ensure food security for residential students in institutions with hostels. Now, simultaneously, the ministry has reached out to the Secretary of Public Security to implement enhanced security measures across all state universities. The Ministry of Education has formally requested measures to safeguard university faculty, students, non-academic staff and property in a written request. Major General SRB Alavihare, RWP, RSP, and DUPSC of Vijaybahu Infantry Regiment assumed office yesterday at his new office at the Army headquarters during a simple ceremony. Major General SRB Alavihare, in his office, signed an official document and symbolized the acceptance of the new office. Afterwards, the Chief of Staff of the Army interacted with the monks and offered Pirikara and Gilan Prasad to the monks. Prior to this new appointment, Major General SRB Alavihare served as the Commander, Security Forces Central. A representative gathering of senior officers, officers and staff officers at the office of the Chief of Staff and other ranks joined the inauguration of the new office.
International news.
Taking a look at your news from overseas, 8 crew members of the ship that struck the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore are finally home after 3 months on the vessel. The Dali left the city's port yesterday with only 4 of the original crew of 21 on board. The 948 feet Dali was aided by 4 tugboats yesterday morning as it traveled to Norfolk in Virginia. The trip is expected to take 16 to 20 hours. 6 repair workers were killed on the bridge when the ship crashed on the 26th of March. Around 50,000 tons of wreckage had to be cleared and the Dali relocated to port before the Port of Baltimore shipping channel could fully reopen in June.
Sports news.
And finally, taking a look at your sports news for this hour. India are through to the ICC Men's T20 World Cup semi-finals, but Australia's chances of joining them are in Afghanistan's hands after a high-scoring encounter in St. Lucia yesterday. Australia fell short in their attempted chase of 206, losing to India by 24 runs after Rohit Sharma had starred with a bat. Meanwhile, Afghanistan and Bangladesh meet in an enormous ICC Men's T20 World Cup match at the Arnos Vale ground in St. Vincent. Afghanistan's Rashid Khan won the toss and elected to bat first. Bangladesh captain Najmul Hossain Shanto confirmed he would have opted to bowl first, so both skippers end up getting what they wanted. In what's the final encounter of the Super 8s, both teams can still qualify for the semi-final stage, but it's a more straightforward equation for the Afghans: win and in. You can catch all the live action on TV1 and online at www.creditors.lk. And with that, we wrap up this morning edition of Yes 101's Visual Radio. I'm Harshini Patirana. Thank you for watching.